Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me. This is a fun flow that is also more of a wind down flow. It will still require some effort and some concentration and strength, but hopefully by the end of it you should be feeling a little calmer and a little more centered. When you're ready, we will meet in child's pose or in a comfortable seat at the bottom of the mat. I'll meet you there. Okay, let's start at the back of the mat. Bring yourself into the child's pose and reach the arms out in front of you. You can stay in a seated position if you want to. Wherever you find yourself for the next few breaths, try to settle in. If you are in child's pose, support your head. If you're sitting up, sit in any position that allows your spine to be long. Close down your eyes and feel the breath as it fills your body. Allow the sensation of your breath to grab your attention. Notice how your breath has texture, temperature, and allow your focus to rest on these aspects. Breathing deeply but gently where your arms straining. With your next breath in, start to slide your hands forward in whichever position we find ourselves. Grip the mat with your fingers, and as you exhale, slowly come up onto your hands and knees. So we'll set a neutral tabletop here, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Soften the elbows a little, and as you breathe in, lift the right leg up. Point the right toes up towards the sky for tiger pose. As you breathe out, round your spine, draw the knee towards the chest, and step that foot all the way through, or slide it, or pick it up and place it. Rock your hips forward until you are in low lunge in your legs. And keep the fingers down on the floor, reach your heart and head forward, and make sure your back knee feels okay. Now as you breathe out, hips slide backwards, just as far back as you want to go, towards Ardha Hanumanasana. Pick up the front toes and flex the foot up. As you breathe in, glide forward. Try to keep a neutral spine as much as possible. Move slowly and intentionally. As you exhale, rock yourself back. Hips back towards your left knee. Lift the right toes and bow over the left. And one more time, inhale, rock yourself forward. Nice and slowly. As we exhale this time, move back towards Ardha Hanumanasana. Now walk your hands back. Keep walking. And we will sit down either on top of the left heel to left bum, cheek, or sit down on the inside of your left foot. If this is too much for your knee, we can of course pick the leg up and change the position. Otherwise, left heel to the outside of your left hip, both hips to the floor. As you breathe in, find a nice long spine. As you breathe out, start to bend the right leg. Slide the heel in towards you. You can take hold of the front of the right leg with your left hand to pull it in. Place the foot down, and then as you breathe in, start to turn. Open your shoulder and find a twist. So the right hand can place to the floor behind you for support. Push down gently through your left thigh and pull in gently with your left hand. Breathe length into your spine, and then from here you have the option to take hold of your right foot and start to straighten the leg out. We will keep a little bend in the knee, even if we can completely straighten. Still turning your chest open towards the right side and maybe looking over your right shoulder. Now from here, can we keep the leg where it is as we turn back to face the center? Let go of it, hands by your sides, and then slowly lower that heel down towards the earth. As you inhale, lift your arms up to the sky, extend from tailbone to fingertips, and as you exhale, slow motion dive forward. Draw in through your belly and bow over the leg. Remember, you can change the position of your left leg. Remember, you can modify. Don't worry if it doesn't look like the way I'm doing it. One more inhale wherever we are. As you exhale, plant the hands, walk yourself backwards nice and slowly until you are completely upright. Now from here, as you breathe in, reach your hands up. And as you breathe out, start to bow forward, more actively this time, so your hands come down to support you. And let's crawl, pressing down through the top of the left shin, the top of the left toes, all the way to the top of the mat. That's the tops. Both hands now inside of the right foot. Let's gently sink the hips down for lizard pose. And settle for a couple of breaths. Hands are in line with the foot, and the right toes stay in line with the front of the right knee. If you want to start to move your knee out to the side, you can do. Rock your hips. Take any variation of lizard pose that feels good to you. One more inhale here, still sending the breath fully through your body. As we exhale, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and turn your toes to face the left side of the mat. Coming into a squat here, you can lift your left toes up. If you have the space to lower the hips, you have that option too. If you are stood up here, just make sure you're supporting yourself. If you can, lower your bum down, bring the hands into a prayer gesture, and press your right elbow into the inside of your right leg. As you breathe in, lengthen up through your spine. As you breathe out, option to take hold of your right ankle with the left hand, so you're reaching across your body. And then as you breathe in, reach the right arm up towards the sky. As you breathe out now, maybe start to lean towards your left foot, reaching the right fingertips up and over. This is an amazing lower back stretch. So just go until you feel some sensation. We don't want to push into pain or past our edges. Wherever you find yourself, charge the right leg away from you. Keep opening your chest towards the long side of the mat. One more inhale. As you exhale, start to rise up slowly. Coming back into our squat. Let's bring both hands down to frame this front foot. Point your left toes towards the bottom of the mat. And as you lift your bum, can you roll over the top of your left foot? So we're back in a kind of lunge position. But then keep turning until we come down to the outside of the left thigh. From here, bend both knees, stack both knees, and find your shoelace pose. Remember, the knees don't have to be completely stacked here. If you like, we can add on to this by lifting the left arm up towards the sky, taking your right arm around the back of your body, and and then maybe reaching the fingertips towards each other between your shoulder blades. If that's too much, press the left elbow back with your right hand. Choose whichever option feels good. Now, inhale, fill up your shape and feel. As you exhale, release your hands slowly, if we were binding. And then bring your right fingertips to the floor. As you inhale, lift the left arm up and over, lean and expand through the left side of your body. As you exhale, slowly start to rise to the center. And then left fingertips down, inhale, lift your right arm up and over. Now from here, keep leaning over towards the left. Maybe crawl your left fingers further towards the top of the mat. Let's rock back onto the left hip so we plant the right foot down and straighten the left leg out towards the bottom of the mat. In this pose, you can allow your shoulders, or at least your left shoulder, to relax and move up towards your ear. We will bend the left elbow and rest your right arm anywhere that feels good, looking for length through the left side of the body. Breathe into any space that you feel. So from here, let's straighten both legs. Bring both hands behind you and scoot your bum onto the mat. You can do this with straight legs, or you can bend the legs and plant the feet. I'm going to bring my hands down behind me, the fingertips point away. Bend the elbows and try to lift your chest at the same time. It is really up to you to adjust here to bring the hands either further together, further apart, maybe closer to you, until you can maybe feel some opening and space in your shoulders. Keep lifting your chest, then sink down into it. And let's fill up here for one more inhale. Now, to move out of this, let's straighten the right leg, if it's not already, and then step the left foot over towards the right side so your legs are crossed again. From here, pick up your left hand, start to roll onto the right side of your body. Back into this long line stretch. Resting on the right hip, one inhale. As you exhale, start to rock onto your bum, move back into shoelace pose by stacking the knees. And this time, as you breathe in, bring the left fingertips down, arc up and over, reaching the right fingertips towards the back of the mat. As you exhale, slowly rise up. As you inhale, reach the left hand up and over, right fingertips down. Now as you exhale, keep your left foot active as you begin to roll, straighten out the right leg. Bring both hands down to the mat and turn all the way towards the right until you come back into your squat on the right side this time. Left knee is bent. You can stay up here, you can bring your bum to the floor, find your own edge, and then grab the left ankle with the right hand. Inhale to lift the left arm up. And as you exhale, either stay here or begin to lean over towards the right foot, I should say. As you breathe in, come all the way back up, slow motion. Let's plant both hands at the top of the mat. Point your right toes, roll over the top of the foot, and bring yourself back into a lizard pose. As you breathe in, relax your hips down and forward. As you breathe out, rock yourself backwards. Keep going. Walk your hands back until you sit down on the inside of the right ankle. As you breathe in here, sit nice and tall, fingertips to the ground. As you breathe out, bend the left leg, draw it in towards you, maybe push it in even further using your right hand. Now inhale, turn your chest open, left shoulder opens, left fingertips behind you. As you exhale, maybe straighten out your left leg. As you inhale, release the grip, turn the chest to face the front of the mat. And then exhale, lower the heel down to the floor. Inhale to reach your arms up. And exhale, take a little fold, just going as far as you want to go in one breath. Inhale, rise up slowly, maybe lift your arms. As we exhale, reach forward, this time more actively, crawl yourself all the way into a low lunge. Inhale here. And exhale, hips back, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale one more time, reaching your heart forward away from the right toes. And as you exhale, plant the hands. Slide the left foot back to meet the right. And as you inhale, lift your head, lift your bum. As you exhale, round your spine for cat. Next breath in from neutral table. Lift your left toes up into tiger pose. As you exhale, round the spine, draw the knee in towards your chest. Step that left foot all the way through. Bring your legs into a low lunge and sink your hips forward if that feels good. As you inhale, feel that line of energy coming from your back toes all the way out of your heart. As you exhale, rock the hips backwards. Ride the breath like a wave. As you inhale, let the breath carry you forwards. As you exhale, drift back, flowing with your breath. Inhale, one more time, rock yourself forward. Stay strong in your back shin as well as the front foot. And as you exhale, now bring the hips all the way backwards. Walk your hands back and sit down either on top of the right heel or next to it on the floor. As you breathe in, lift your chest, get nice and tall. As you breathe out, start to bend the left foot. Take hold of the left ankle with your left hand, with your right hand, and squeeze it in towards you. As you breathe in, start to open into your twist, turning out the left shoulder, staying tall, and pressing down through the right toes and the right thigh. Optional extra, take hold of the left foot, straighten the leg out, keep a bend in the knee, draw in through your belly, and take one more inhale here. So exhale, release the foot, but keep it there, both hands behind you. As you inhale, can you hold that leg for one more breath? And then exhale, slowly, slowly lower it down. When the heel lands, sit yourself up. Inhale, reach your fingers up high. As you exhale, take a fold. Reach your fingers forward rather than down and draw in through your low belly. In this moment, allow the breath to touch every sensation in your body. And know that these sensations, when you give them attention, will adapt. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, start to crawl yourself up, go nice and slowly. Sit all the way up, reach your heart up towards the sky, Bend the elbows and take a breath in. As you exhale, let's walk it forward. Imagine that you're in a room full of sleeping tigers and you're trying not to make a sound as you move. Moving quietly and intentionally. From here, both hands come down to the inside of the left foot. Relax the right knee, but press down through the top of the right foot for lizard pose. You can sink as much as you like here. Keep breathing and try not to tense up the face or any area that doesn't need to be active. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, lift the back knee, tuck the right toes. We'll turn the feet towards the right side of the mat. And then lower your hips down. Maybe lift the right toes. Maybe sink your hips down to the floor. You can inhale for a prayer gesture at your heart, pushing the elbow into the left knee. And as you exhale, option here to take hold of the left ankle with the right hand. As you inhale, start to lean towards the right foot as you reach up with the left arm. If you want to go a little further, begin to bring yourself down. You can rest on the leg if you're there. If you want to go further, come down to the inside of the leg. Keep charging the left knee away from you. And see if you can find any sensation of opening in your lower back. Especially around where the spine joins your hips, your sacrum. One more inhale here. As you exhale, start to slowly rise up. As you inhale, hands down, turn the toes towards the top of the mat. And then untuck your back toes, put the knee down. Roll over the foot if we can. We're rolling all the way onto the right hip, bending both knees and then stacking them, or nearly stacking them, they don't have to be near each other, into shoelace pose. Big inhale, find length in your spine. And from here, we can take the bind, lifting the right arm up, reaching back with your left hand. The fingertips don't touch, that is fine. You can hold on to your top, your t-shirt. You can use a rope or a strap. Focus on breathing up and down your spine. And then, with your next breath in, release the hands, unwind them, drop the fingers to the floor. As you exhale, start to lean over towards the left side. As you inhale, reach the right arm up and over your ear. As you exhale, flow back to the other side, right fingertips down. Inhale to lift the left arm up and over. And then from here, we'll keep leaning towards the top of the mat. Plant the right hand down and start to rock onto the outside of your right hip. Left foot to the floor. You might want to scoot that left foot down and away from your face. Straighten out the right leg. Get yourself comfortable and try to get some length through your rib cage and the right side of your body. Shoulder moving up towards your ear. Rest the left arm where it needs to rest. Feel that line of energy from your right toes all the way to the crown of your head. And remember to send breath to everything that you feel, not thoughts. From here, let's slowly roll onto our bum. Bring both hands behind you. You can press down through your feet to bring yourself back onto the mat. And then maybe straighten out the legs or keep the feet planted. Again, we'll take this shoulder stretch, bending the elbows, leaning back, but lifting your heart up. Adjust the position of your hands until you feel something. Generally, we're drawing the shoulder blades together, elbows towards each other to open out through the chest. One more inhale here. Now as we exhale, start to lift up, soften your elbows. Let's roll onto the left side of our hip. Bend the right leg and step it over. So your right foot is now stepped onto the floor. From here, pick the right hand up, bring yourself back into that side stretch on the other side, pointing your left toes down. One inhale. And as you exhale, bend both knees, slide back into shoelace pose. As you breathe in, nice and tall. As you breathe out, right fingers to the floor, lean over towards your right hand, and then slow motion inhale to lift your left arm up. As you exhale, start to come up through center, lower the left fingertips, lean towards the left hand, and then inhale, reach the right arm up and over. From here, look down towards the top of the mat. We'll bring both hands down, start to straighten out your left leg. Again, point the toes so you can roll over the top of the foot. We will bring the knee down, stand onto the right foot, and walk all the way back into our squat. So we're facing the left side of the mat. Maybe you lower the hips, maybe you don't. Inhale here. As you exhale, take hold of your right ankle, maybe, and lean yourself over towards the left foot. Inhale, reaches the right arm up and over. As we exhale, let's start to rise up slowly. Bring both hands to the top of the mat, and let's turn our chest to face the top, turn all of the toes to face the top. Lower the back knee, both hands to the inside of your right foot for a lizard pose. Let's stay for a single breath, pressing the hips forward. As you exhale, start to walk yourself backwards, all the way back, until your hips come down. Find your position. As you inhale here, find space in your spine. As you exhale, draw the right foot in towards you, take hold of the ankle and squeeze it in towards your hip. As you breathe in, turn your shoulder open towards the back of the room, drawing your right shoulder back, right fingertips to the floor. With your next breath in, take hold of the right foot, option to straighten the leg out. As you breathe out, keep the leg where it is, turn your chest to face the top of the mat. And then slowly, on your breath out, lower the right heel down to the floor. As you inhale, sit up, reach your hands up. And as you exhale, fold slowly over your leg. Stay for one more breath in here. And then as you breathe out, walk yourself back up. Shoulders over hips. As we breathe in, crawl forward. Quietly. All the way back into your low crescent lunge. Or low lunge will stay down for this one. As you exhale, rock your hips back, lift the front toes for Ardha Hanumanasana. As you inhale, rock yourself forward, low lunge. Now plant your hands. As you exhale, slide the right foot back to meet the left, both knees are down. As you inhale, lift your head, lift your bum. As you exhale, round your spine, tuck your tail. Next breath in, neutral spine, hips guide you back to a seat or child's pose. When you get there, close your eyes, relax your shoulders, and drop into everything that you have awoken. Dropping into your inner atmosphere without judging it, labeling it as good or bad. Instead, viewing yourself as you are in this moment. You can stay here for as long as you want to, steeping deeply in everything that you can feel. When you are ready to move again, take a moment to thank yourself sincerely. Thank yourself for practicing self-care. And being grateful that we have given this time to ourselves. I thank you for joining me as well, as always. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.